We need a great president. Everything in life is luck. What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. I like thinking big. If you're going to be thinking anything, you might as well think big. A little more moderation would be good. Of course, my life hasn't exactly been one of moderation. Sometimes your best investments are the ones you don't make. I don't make deals for the money. I've got enough, much more than I'll ever need. I do it to do it. The point is that you can't be too greedy. I try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. That's where the fun is. I'm a bit of a P.T. Barnum. I make stars out of everyone. Money was never a big motivation for me, except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game. Anyone who thinks my story is anywhere near over is sadly mistaken. Part of being a winner is knowing when enough is enough. Sometimes you have to give up the fight and walk away and move on to something that's more productive. I mean, there's no arguing. There is no anything. There is no beating around the bush. "You're fired" is a very strong term. I wasn't satisfied just to earn a good living. I was looking to make a statement. It's tangible, it's solid, it's beautiful, it's artistic from my standpoint, and I just love real estate. I have made the tough decisions, always with an eye toward the bottom line. Perhaps it's time America was run like a business. Well, real estate is always good, as far as I'm concerned. Well, yes, I've fired a lot of people. Generally, I like other people to fire, because it's always a lousy task, but I have fired many people. Sometimes, by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war. One of the key problems today is that politics is such a disgrace. Good people don't go into government. When somebody challenges you, fight back. Be brutal. Be tough. Without passion, you don't have energy. Without energy, you have nothing. I could never have imagined that firing 67 people on national television would actually make me more popular, especially with the younger generation. In the end, you're measured not by how much you undertake, but by what you finally accomplish. If you're interested in balancing work and pleasure, stop trying to balance them. Instead, make your work more pleasurable. A certificate of live birth is not the same thing by any stretch of the imagination as a birth certificate. You know the funny thing, I don't get along with rich people. I get along with the middle class and the poor people better than I get along with the rich people. It's always good to be underestimated. Today, and I'm very strongly against tax increases. I think Ronald Reagan was one of the great presidents, period, not just recently. I thought he had the demeanor. I thought he had the bearing. I thought he had the thought process. People might not think that, But the Republicans have all of the cards, and this is the time to get rid of Obamacare. This is the time to make the great deal. It's a great thing when you can show that you've been successful and that you've made a lot of money and that you've employed a lot of people. It's not like I'm anti-China. I just think it's ridiculous that we allow them to do what they're doing to this country with the manipulation of the currency that you write about and understand and all of the other things that they do. I feel a lot of people listen to what I have to say. I think the big problem this country has is being politically correct. I've been challenged by so many people, and I don't frankly have time for total political correctness. And to be honest with you, this country doesn't have time either. I don't like losers. I'm worth far too much money. I don't need anybody's money. The Iranians and Persians are excellent at the art of negotiation. Many agree that the worst thing that could ever happen is if Russia and China get closer. I built a great company, some of the most iconic assets in the world, $10 billion of net worth, more than $10 billion of net worth. And frankly, I had a great time doing it. I played golf with my friends, and then I started to play with the hustlers, and I learned a lot. I learned about golf, I learned about gambling, I learned about everything. Private jets cost a lot of money. Somebody said I am the most popular person in Arizona because I am speaking the truth. People love me, and you know what? I have been very successful. Everybody loves me. Politicians can't manage. All they can do is talk. I have an attention span that's as long as it has to be. I have a great company. I employ thousands of people, and I'm very proud of the job I did. I have a great relationship with the Mexican people. I am very proud to say that I am pro-life. I give to everybody. When they call, I give. And do you know what? When I need something from them 2 years later, 3 years later, I call them. They are there for me. Our military has to be strengthened. Our vets have to be taken care of. We have to end Obamacare, and we have to make our country great again, and I will do that. We need strength. We need energy. We need quickness, and we need brain in this country to turn it around. I think the big problem this country has is being politically correct. I've been challenged by so many people, and I don't frankly have time for total political correctness. And to be honest with you, this country doesn't have time either. I apologize when I'm wrong.